Hello, everybody.
For fuck's sakes, Josh.
Now I'm fucking with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 7th attempt. You know what? I'm not even cutting this. Go on, Josh.
No, we're cutting this.
All right, go on, buddy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the latest edition of Blast from the Past podcast. I am your co-host, Josh Recall, joined by me. Just fucking say it. Just fucking say it. I don't even fucking care anymore. Now I'm pissed off.
Why?
Because every time I get it good, I stutter now.
Welcome
is
to every
fucking
day
annoying.
of my life. I know it sucks.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the latest edition of Blast from the Past podcast. I am your co-host, Josh Recall. Joined by me always is my co-host, Joe Nostalgia.
I gotta tell you, buddy. For 12 takes, you pretty much aced it.
That was pretty good. Now, let's fucking move on from the intro. It's been a half an hour.
Fair warning, I'm very nauseous.
This is staying in.
I don't like where this is going. With us is our esteemed guest that you heard in episode 2, Cody. He's not necessarily a guest, but feel absolutely free to chime in whenever you please. You are not.
Is Claw.
Stop this. We will get to this. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a podcast dedicated to all things nostalgic, retro, and vintage. We're here to tickle that nostalgia bone that everybody, whether they want to admit it or not, has inside of them.
Yeah, dude. You know when you're walking around on the streets, through a store, watching TV or a movie, and something catches your eye and it unlocks that memory that you didn't even know that you had until right then and there? We are here to unlock that memory.
Absolutely.
This was my turn to pick the episode. And I've been very excited since picking the episode to talk about this movie. What movie are we doing today, Joe?
1999's Inspector Gadget.
We are here to talk about what it just made a huge impact on my childhood. I remember
Mine too.
watching this all the fucking time as a kid. I remember thinking about it all the time as an adult. Waiting for the fucking Blu-ray, which, by the way, still doesn't exist.
Really?
We do not have this movie on Blu-ray. What the fuck is going on? It's remastered in high definition on Disney Plus. So, like,
I think this means that it'll soon come.
that's what I'm fucking thinking. I hope so. And if it's, like, locked behind the Disney Movie Club,
Now,
I'll fucking sign up.
this movie, it angers a lot of people.
I don't see why.
It's just not accurate when you compare it to the animated series.
It's a very melodramatic take on Inspector Gadget. The cartoon's very goofy. But
Can
the
you
movies,
exhale before you talk, please? For fuck's sakes.
Hey, I think I was doing pretty good for it. The movies. If you think
It's very different when you compare it to the series.
Yeah,
Claw looks nothing like. Well, you in the animated
Inspector
series.
Gadget 1999 is the Dark Knight of the Inspector Gadget franchise. It's very, if you think about it, it tries to be dark in a way. It's a
Also-
very serious take on Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, but this was also a time before nostalgia was really a market. So I feel like they felt like they could
Nostalgia
change.
wasn't a market. George from the Jungle came out the same fucking year.
Well, no, it came
Speaking
out.
of.
It came out 97.
Came out in 97?
Yeah.
You
No, but
sure?
yes.
Really?
Yes. But I'm saying nostalgia wasn't really a market then, so I feel like the filmmakers felt like, oh, we could just change the stuff. No one's really going to give a shit.
But everybody gave a shit.
Everybody got pissed off. Claw was the biggest one, because you never saw Claw in the
But
animated
he's
series.
fucking Rupert Everett, and he's so fucking pretty.
He's fucking hot. He's hot. Yeah, in the animated
Comprendo,
series,
you don't comprendo.
in the in the animated series, he had a metal hand, kind of like a gauntlet type. In the animated series, he has that iconic "next time gadget," and in this, it's just Rupert Everett.
Yeah,
It's
but,
just-
but
And a character that's supposed to be hidden, they show his face within the first minute and a half of the fucking movie.
how
know
about
what
a
I'm saying?
victory cigar? No thanks. I don't smoke. Oh really? You will now.
Also, the best product placement or Easter egg in a movie is the Yahoo fucking billboard. Another inconsistency with when you compare the show to the animated series is that Penny the niece is really the one that's supposed to solve every fucking mystery.
Speaking of Penny, though, going back to our last episode, the Tony Hawk episode, Cree Summer voices Penny in the cartoon.
Really?
Yes.
I think I saw something that says she was on it, but I didn't really look into who she played. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was a cool little tie-in to our last episode.
Yes, Josh. Yes.
Yeah.
First of all, what do you think of Broderick? Because that's another thing that a lot of people don't like. They don't like his acting when it's tossed into this character.
To be honest, it's not go gadget. It's
Don
but
Adams.
It's cool.
It's
I love. Dude,
that's a lot of
like I
fish.
said, that's what I grew up with. I grew up with this movie, so it's like it's hard for me not to like it.
That's a point that I was gonna make. I was gonna say, like, growing up and becoming more knowledgeable with the animated series, we learned afterwards, like, oh, they got almost nothing right.
Yeah.
They changed everything.
Yeah.
Even the car, something as simple as the Gadget Mobile.
The Gadget-mobile in the cartoon's like a DeLorean type.
It was it's a mix between like a Toyota or some shit with some other thing. And then in the movie it's a Lincoln Continental convertible, which is aesthetically more fucking pleasing. I like the look of it. And the car never spoke on the animated series, but in this it's for some fucking reason.
Good morning, Riverton.
DL Hewley for no reason. They originally wanted Eddie Murphy. Speaking of that, can we talk about some of the almost castings that were in this movie?
Absolutely. 'Cause I have quite a few for you.
I have a few too. They wanted, first and foremost, Brendan Fraser.
That's why I was going to say that before.
When you were
Speaking
talking
of
about
George of the Jungle.
Which I want to say that would have been good, but a few of the people that they almost casted was odd. They almost casted Chevy Chase, Robin Williams. That would have been a fucking odd one. And at one point, the Farrelly brothers were almost coined to
and they wanted Jim
direct
Carrey.
and write, and of course they wanted fucking Jim
I was
Carrey.
just going to bring that up to you.
How would it? What do you think, Jim? Like,
Amazing.
How do you think he would have been?
I think it would have been more accurate to the comics, the cartoon.
They originally wanted, for Claw, they approached Jack Nicholson. Dude, Willem Dafoe they approached. Can you imagine that?
Dude.
Can you imagine? Oh my god. I'm trying to think of more of them.
I'm trying to think of a Spider-Man catchphrase that I can incorporate a gadget reference to.
Please stop this. Please stop.
Okay, fine.
Steven Spielberg, who was a big fan of the animated series, was almost brought on to do it, but he was too busy doing Saving Private Ryan at the time.
His choices were Chevy Chase or Steve Martin.
Now, look, Steve Martin, that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
I love Steve Martin. That would have been really fucking cool to see.
Absolutely. They one of the names was also Tom Hanks and Tim Allen coming fresh off of fucking Toy Story.
Tom Hanks could have got the voice right. I feel like when you compare Don Adams' voice in the series to what Tom Hanks could have done, that would have been kind of fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. Tim Allen, though, that's no.
No,
I can't. Gadget. It's like, well, how does he sound? He sounds
Buzz
like
Lightyear.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a Buzz Lightyear.
We got to talk about the major backlash that this movie got early on. We need to talk about the screening that made them cut like a half hour to 45 minutes out.
This movie was going to be 110 minutes long.
That's what an
that's
hour
an
40?
hour and 50.
Hour 50. Which is, I mean, the average length of a movie is an hour 20, but no
like an hour and a half.
No theatrical release movies that short.
Mm-mm.
And they did a test screening, and it was so bad to people that they forced Disney to cut out like 45 minutes.
That's bizarre to me because I love this movie.
Because I think with credits, it's what, an hour 15?
Hour 19.
Which I kind of like because they really do get to the point. I feel like in the full length, it would have been at least like a half hour to 40 minutes before he even had his accident and became Gadget. That's another difference from the cartoon. There was no origin. There was no origin to Gadget.
Yeah, he was just Gadget.
It was just, yep, this character's already established. We don't gotta fucking explain it. He's just this detective. His niece solves all the fucking things. He takes the credit, and Claw's this faceless fucking villain. And then in this movie, it's an origin, and then you see Claw's face within a minute 20.
Mm-hmm. And then the
Gotta see why people got mad at this movie.
In the sequel, you don't see his face.
The sequel, even though it's really fucking bad, it captures more of the spirit of the animated series than the first one did. You don't see Claw. If I remember correctly, Claw has his iconic voice. French Stewart, who takes over the role of Gadget, believe it or not, tries to capture the animated series vibe of Gadget.
Mm-hmm. The movie's very cartoon.
Yeah. So
Which
it's
I
like you can get why people say it's better, but for them to say, oh, this is a direct sequel to the first one, but everything is different, even our villain, who we know what he looks like and sounds like, but now you don't see him and he sounds different. But this is a direct sequel.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, guys. Just fucking, if you're going to do that, reboot it. which they're planning on doing.
Which they're doing right now.
I heard
They're
that
currently
Mikey Day, for those who don't know, he was on Wild 'N Out back in like the mid 2000s and shit. Him and somebody else are gonna write it.
Yeah, it's a couple.
Very
of,
excited.
they both write for Saturday Night Live.
And I read last month Disney Plus confirmed it's gonna be a fucking Disney Plus exclusive, which is kind of bums me out because
I want to see it in the theater.
exactly. I
That's
would
why
love to see
it's
it in
like,
fucking theaters.
I like streaming's cool and all. Streaming's cool for the convenience, but it's
But
like it
you're-
takes away
it lacks
the fun.
the experience, man.
You know how many Netflix exclusives are out there that I forget about because I don't see as many ads about it. It's like, yeah, I see it on my Facebook, but not nearly
'Cause-
as much as I would a movie.
Because
ad.
there's days where I don't want to just sit in the fucking house all day. I want to
No.
go out. I want to go out to a movie.
There's nothing better than going to the movies.
You
There
and I
really
go off.
isn't.
You go way more often,
Dude,
than
I
do.
go
But
fucking maybe 100 times a year.
yeah, dude, it lacks the experience. But maybe it's just because they're scared with the backlash that the first one got.
Scared with the backlash the first one got, but I mean,
But now,
Batman and Robin totally happened, and we still got Batman Begins.
yeah, but Batman and Robin still got more of the Batman and Robin vibe when you compared it to the cartoons.
Movie
and
sucked,
shit.
dude.
I know it did. I'm fucking just trying to cut us some slack.
Movie.
Cool party. Nice to meet you.
Sing!
I know. Cody, yes.
You say reboot, but this was way before the time where a studio would have cut their losses and just rebooted it. So it was probably okay. We'll just because it was what Inspector Gadget 2 was straight to video.
Yes.
That was
in,
during the time where-
2003. You know what? True. This was a time where reboots weren't
Yeah,
the
but it
often
was a lot
occurrence
of-
that they are now.
But it was the time where everything, like if it got a sequel, it was straight to DVD.
This was Disney. They're
That's what I'm
they're
saying.
fucking
This was
famous
the
for
time
it.
where Disney was just making sequels.
Famous for it. Yeah.
Like you figure, Lion King, one of Disney's biggest movies ever. Its sequel wasn't a theatrical release; it was straight to home media.
Same with fucking Aladdin. All those fucking sequels.
Aladdin had 2 sequels.
And then in the early 2000s, they had the weird sequels where it was like Lion King 1.5 or something.
Yeah,
or some
that
shit
was like an
that.
in-between movie.
Yeah. Disney's
So-
kind of weird when it comes to their releases. Like how Doug's first movie was fully intended to be right to VHS, and then with the success of the Rugrats movie, at last minute they were like, yeah, let's fucking put this movie in theaters. But that movie was fully intended to be right to VHS. Came out March '99. Rugrats movie came out November '98. It broke like 40 million the first weekend, which for a '98 movie. And Disney was like, oh yeah, we freaking gotta release this to theaters, and then the movie flopped. Anyways, we're going off track here.
But my point is they probably weren't like reboots weren't a thing back then. So they're like just
Yeah.
so it was a studio would just cut their losses if it was already like halfway into production. Disney was like, okay, just make it and release it, and we cut our losses at that point.
But I mean, you would think that with such a contrast between the two movies, they would have at least been like, let's not make it a direct.
But it was brand awareness. The first movie was at least
Yeah.
known.
I know.
It may be infamous, but it was known. So use that as brand awareness and get a sequel done.
Josh is looking eager to say something.
I'm in my head right now thinking of release dates. What was my first movie that I saw in the theater that I've said?
You saw Toy Story 2.
I came out after Inspector Gadget.
So Inspector Gadget's your first
The
movie.
first
that you saw in
movie
theaters.
I ever saw
You're yelling.
in the movie theater is Inspector Gadget.
Uh,
Holy shit!
First movie I ever saw in theaters was Doug's first movie, the movie that we were just talking about.
Bro,
You're blowing out the
I've
mic.
lived my whole entire life
Thinking that it was
thinking
Toy
that
Story 2?
2 was the first movie
Yeah,
I
dude,
ever
Toy
saw
Story
in
2
theaters.
came out in November 99.
13th.
Yeah.
This was July 23rd.
Yeah, buddy.
Because I didn't even remember until my grandmother had said it to me.
Your whole
about
life is a lie.
Dude, holy
Should,
shit.
should we fucking start the episode over? Should we start the episode over?
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Bro, that kind of gasses me up.
That's great.
Inspector Gadget, the very first movie I saw in the movie theater.
Inspector Gadget's also the earliest. Actually, no, sorry. Doug's first movie is the first time I remember getting toys from McDonald's. Inspector Gadget's the first time I ever got the full set from McDonald's.
And that's why it's on our art.
On our art,
Speaking of
which you
our
can go
art,
check out right now. Thank you again to our friend Quinn Harris. We'll
so
tag him
awesome.
in. We'll tag his account when we upload this episode. That's the first time I ever got the. That's Inspector Gadget is pretty much my origin as a collector. It's the first time I ever it was a goal to get the full set of something. I need the complete set. That's my origin as a collector.
Inspector Gadget was the very first movie I saw in the
Your mind's really blown, huh? You're
Bro.
looking into space.
Bro, like, holy shit.
Should we restart the episode? I feel
No.
like you got to retake some notes here.
No.
Also, can
like
we
that was literally a revelation on this podcast. That's not something that I was saving. I literally was sitting here zoning out thinking of dates.
Yeah.
And
Toy Story 2 came out in
holy
November.
shit, dude.
Toy Story came out in
Wow.
November. Well, it's a good thing that you got the Mylar above you.
Oh, yep, I've got the
Josh has the
Mylar,
theater
and
Mylar,
for all
which
of
is
you-
one
for-
of large ones too.
For those of you that don't know what a Mylar is, it is the sign that hangs above the door of the auditorium that you're supposed to go to that indicates which movie you're seeing.
And it says the fucking rating and stuff
It
too.
says the rating on it. And then some of the other Mylars, the smaller ones, are what they had in the ticket box office. I have a bunch of those hanging around my wall. The plan is to go around the entire room. But yeah, I have that, and I have the teaser poster right from 1999.
Yes. Now that has the font that we all know, or does that also have the early font that was in the teaser trailer?
No, it doesn't have that font. It has kind of the font that we know, but it's more straight instead of
Yeah. As opposed to like italicized,
yeah.
right? Is that the right word? I don't fucking
Sure.
know. I flunked everything in school.
Yeah, you're Canadian. You don't know that much English.
Canadian dude.
Start speaking French, Bo.
Hey man, you say that, but Inspector Gadget was a French Canadian show, so you could thank you could thank us for this movie to start with.
Hey.
Go Gadget! All right, Don Adams, he's in this movie.
Yes,
As a
he
surprise.
plays the voice of Brain the dog.
Who spoke throughout the entire animated series, but then they chose
in the
after
movie
credit
he
scene to reveal it.
He talks like a well, he doesn't talk. He barks like a regular dog, and then in the after credit scene he talks.
Which
So-
can I say one thing? Don Adams, 1999, he retired from acting, and his role as Brain in this movie was like his last thing. I feel like if you insist on having Don Adams in your movie, you should have had him play the Gadget Mobile.
Why didn't you?
Fuck D.L. Hewley. With all respect, Don Adams should have played the car. Who's this? A rookie? I work alone. It could have been like, oh shit, Inspector Gadget's the car.
I actually really dig that.
Yeah, but they don't listen to us. They don't fucking care. I was fucking 3 when this movie came out. I don't fucking care about no fucking car boys. But yeah, Don Adams, if you insist on having him, I mean, how many times does the car actually talk in this movie? They could have got Don Adams to do fucking 10 lines.
He would have been like Inspector Gadget.
It would have been so fucking cool, too.
In 1993, Universal had the rights.
They had
to
the rights to
Inspector
buy
Gadget.
the show and
With-
make a movie.
With guess who to direct? Ivan Reitman, director of Ghostbusters.
Which would have been a lot fucking better.
That
Do you know
sounds
who
crazy.
this guy's name that directed it? David Kellogg or John Kellogg?
David Kellogg. Yes.
You
I
know
have
what
a
the
whole-
fuck he made?
I fucking listed this because I wanted to fucking
Go on.
spring this on you, but you know.
I already know. I'm not a fucking amateur.
Ah.
This is our job here. Come on, tell the
Disney,
people what he
Disney
made.
eventually hired David Kellogg to direct, and he was best known for Vanilla Ice's movie Cool as Ice.
And also
And get this,
go on.
a series of commercials
I already know which ones these are. I
called
love
The
these commercials.
Adventures of Seinfeld and Superman, following live-action Jerry Seinfeld, an animated Superman who was played by Patrick fucking Warburton.
I freaking know these ads. I love these ads, dude.
Ugh, dude. And they were for what? American Express.
I know.
Credit cards. What the fuck? This guy directed Inspector Gadget 1999.
Why'd this movie turn out so bad? It's so fucking stupid. I swear to God. I love this movie though. Hey, you freaking made that Vanilla Ice movie. You want to make Inspector Gadget a critically acclaimed fucking show that fans love? But nostalgia's not a market, Josh. They don't care.
You know
At
who,
this point, it wasn't.
you know who auditioned for this movie? But I guess didn't get the role?
Go on.
Louis C.K.
He auditioned to play a cop.
A cop.
He
but
auditioned
you
to play cop.
Assume it's fucking Peter Quimby. It's Chief Quimby.
Yes, but Peter Quimby, the actor that they chose, is a lot
Oh, yeah.
better.
They had made a bunch of different models of Matthew Broderick's hands and heads for
Hands
each type
too,
of
yeah,
gadget.
which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah,
like usually
so
it's only the faces.
The movie's heavily prosthetic.
Yeah.
All fucking like special effects, very little CGI. It's Hollywood magic, dude.
They tried to push it. They tried to push the practical effects as far as they could.
Hmm.
Because again, What we were talking about during fucking Spider-Man. This was a time where CGI was used to simply push the envelope. It wasn't a lazy go-to that movies do now. Practical effects, and when we can't do something insane, let's just tweak it with CGI a little bit to push the envelope. So I love it. I fucking love it. I love that they went as practical as they could. They made like 40 facial expressions and like 10 versions of his hands.
So, what are we doing here? Do you want to fucking watch this movie,
Do you have
buddy?
anything else that you want to add?
I got stuff that I can mention while we're watching it.
All right, let's fucking put on the movie. We'll be right back. We're going to put this fucking movie on. And we are back. The movie's currently starting. I really like the Disney fucking logo made of all the gears and shit.
Oh, I think that's awesome. It's a wicked nice touch.
I freaking really like it. It's just showing that they're really trying to commit to something at least.
Oh yeah, the movie starts off with the classic Inspector Gadget theme song, which, fun fact,
Sounds fantastic.
the guy who made the theme song of our Inspector Gadget is the same guy that created Power Rangers.
Really?
Haim Saban.
Really?
Yeah, which is
What
a
the
fucking
fuck? That's
which is
kinda
an
weird.
in fucking sane like little tidbit.
It's
But
kinda
if you
odd.
fucking Google it, who made Power Rangers, you'll get Haim Saban. If you Google who created the Inspector Gadget
fucking
theme
dig
song,
that.
you'll get the same fucking name. And
I
the movie
fucking love this
opens
movie.
with the most over the top,
Dream sequence.
bro.
John Brown. What do you think of Harriet the Spy playing fucking Penny?
No, so they wanted Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, but she
Lohan?
declined because she was doing The Parent Trap.
Yeah,
Classic movie, though.
yeah. Here we have.
They also wanted Cameron Diaz to play Dr. Brenda, but
Yep.
she said no to do Any Given Sunday. I don't know if you ever seen that movie.
It's a football one, right?
Yeah, with Al Pacino and Jamie Foxx. It's actually very good.
Whips the fucking dog in the air.
Carries 8 children.
8 children, 4 under each arm. Mind you, this is 95-pound Matthew Broderick. Whips a grappling
Skateboarding.
hook, stops a fucking 120 miles an hour fucking bus just
Yeah, dude.
before it hits a fucking man in a bear suit. But wait, the dog
Catches it without even trying.
catches it in his palm.
Oh, I'm sure that this is real. I'm sure that this isn't a dream.
I'm sure it's just like Spider-Man, where they fucking had 150 takes where he actually tried to catch the dog, but the
please
dog
stop
just
this.
kept hitting the fucking pavement.
Oh, movie cliche number 1. A person thinks they're kissing a woman in a dream. They wake up, they're actually kissing an animal.
Yeah, but it's
Cliche.
okay. It's Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, I guess.
It's Inspector Gadget.
That's a lot of fish. Can we just mention the fact that Matthew Broderick was in this movie right after Godzilla?
Yeah, there's a Godzilla reference later on in the movie.
Yes, there is,
Yeah,
and I
well-
love that.
We'll get to it.
I love that.
This is a kind of crazy like plot point that doesn't pop up ever again in this movie.
Oh, him going to her school?
Him going to her parent-teacher like conference type thing or whatever it is. Oh no, it's career day.
Yeah.
But then
And he's
just like,
embarrassed
oh
that he's
no,
just
I,
a normal
I have
guard."
work. And then she's like, oh yeah, only parents go to that thing. But that never comes up again.
Well, they never specify how long it took to rebuild him. So like
This
could he have
movie was
passed-
110 minutes.
I know, but I'm saying
Where
like
is all of that?
no, but I'm also saying they don't specify like after he has his accident, they don't specify how long he was in the hospital for. They just cut to the next scene. You don't know if it's been a week or a month or even a year.
But for him to not even be like, "Hey man, I know
Hey,
I'm
how-
not even
how-
much
how-
of I know I haven't been much of a parent, but I'm scraping by and I'm trying here and now I'm kind of a fucking superhero."
Fuck that career day. I have
Yeah, dude,
better
like
things to fucking do.
so
Here's the scene with the foot.
the fucking big MacGuffin of this movie, like you know what a plot MacGuffin is? It's like
Yeah.
something that the movie revolves around. It's a fucking
It's all about-
robotic foot.
It's a robotic foot that somehow holds the secret to the gadget program that they're working on. They discover, oh, it's not brain power that fucking controls this. It's your heart.
So they're
Makes
trying to
no
get the foot to
fucking
work,
sense.
but they can't get it going. He lays back and starts thinking about his now deceased wife.
Yeah. And then the
And the
foot's
foot
just
moves.
tapping away.
Yeah.
The foot's just tapping away. I really like how this movie's pretty much like a live action cartoon as far as the sound effects and some of the things. Also, they break the fourth wall like a number of times. You gotta wear a seatbelt. It's
a Disney
movie. Like, shut up, D.L. Hewley. Like, why weren't you Don Adams?
Stop
Oh my god.
hating on.
I like D.L. Hewley. It's just
No, you don't.
if you want Don Adams in the movie, have him
You
play the
don't.
Gadget Mobile.
Dale Hewley to you is
Ah.
what Goldberg is to me. By the way, fuck you, Goldberg. This is the rant
No,
of the episode.
we already had this in our last episode.
Yeah, but listen,
Now, I know I asked you earlier, but what do you truly think about Broderick's performance? you got to admit some of the lines he delivers are kind of flat. Lock your doors. I will find you. It's like you could have amped it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then when he's in the hospital, the half-assed, no, I gotta get out of here.
Why are you hating on Matthew Broderick right now? You hate on 2 key lines that I
You're blowing
love.
out the mic. You're blowing out the mic.
Good for the fucking mic. You're blowing out my heart.
Please.
You are blowing out my heart.
Listen, man. Listen, I absolutely
Fucking
love
Dunkaroos.
Broderick. I absolutely love this movie. But we can't just talk really good about everything all the time. I gotta point out some bullshit. No! I gotta get out of here. Mind you, he's in an explosion. He has an accident where he's blown to blaze, but yet all of his skin survives.
They have an artificial foot with fake skin. Do you realistically think that that's actually his skin?
But later on in the movie, he's sweating. How is a man made of complete hardware sweating?
Maybe only his head.
How is he perspiring? How is he perspiring? Answer me. You don't have an answer. How the fuck you gonna tell me, oh, they rebuilt his skin? Well, it's wet somehow. Oh yeah, Josh is looking at me. He has no idea.
It's a fucking Disney movie. I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, for fuck's sakes, alright?
It's the actor got sweaty, okay?
Well, what have they got me on? For some reason, he needs a Pez dispenser.
Shut the
bubbles,
fuck
and a-
up! Oh my god! Why are you hating on Inspector Gadget right now?
Stop yelling, please. Not for real.
Why?
Why would he need a Pez dispenser, bubbles, and a fucking balloon?
Why
What have
does
they
his
got me
fucking
on?
why does the Gadgetmobile need a fucking soft drink dispenser in like fucking 6 different kinds
Well,
of candy?
cause if he's fucking sweating, apparently he needs a cool, refreshing beverage.
Well, maybe he's diabetic and he needs to just pop a Pez. We don't know the fucking true origin to John Brown.
After a traumatic experience, like, here you go, kid, have a Pez.
Oh, he's giving kids candy? That's fucking very controversial.
Stop it.
Stop.
Stop.
They fucking tried to have Claw in the shadows, but you can make out every part of his face.
He's so pretty.
He's hot, dude.
I wonder what he looks like
Also,
now.
his performance, it's over the top, but it's the best kind of over
Everybody's
the top.
performance is over the top. Dude,
But
the
I'm saying
mayor-
like it seems like he had a blast with this role. Dr. Brenda's father just got killed because Claw robbed him of the foot. His car that he has, like his actual everyday car, that looks more like the Gadgetmobile from the
I think that's
from the animated series. I think that might have been like the homage to it, kind of.
Yeah, honestly, now that you say that, I've never processed that before.
Yeah, it was more of like it was like picture the body of like a Volkswagen Golf, like that kind of body.
This limo has oil slick.
Oh, Goku Gadget oil slick. Do you think that's why later on that was like the one gadget that he kept on trying to use? Because he's like, wow, that really worked on me.
Holy shit!
How would you trip them up? Well, they killed me with an oil slick. Let me fucking do this. Yahoo billboard, because it's 1999 for Christ's sakes. Dude.
Fine work, Mr. Security Guard. You got me. Here, have a victory cigar. I don't smoke. Oh, really?
You will
now. And then his fucking car explodes, dude.
From the inside. The
For
explosion
real.
comes from the inside.
There goes the bowling ball, and it
He goes to turn on his sunroof.
crashes his fucking hand.
Oh my god.
Wait, that's why he becomes Dr. Claw?
Yeah.
In this movie,
Because
yeah.
a bowling ball destroyed his
Yep.
hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, I absolutely love this movie.
I do too. I'm not bagging on stuff to talk bad about it. I'm just and yet every bit of his body survives somehow.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, he's in a full body cast, but you tell me
His skin's not even burnt. His skin's not even burnt. That man should be
Chili, like Sloppy Joe.
yes. This man should be a manwich, all right? Dude, most of the shit that they put in him, he can't even use.
Zach Penn, one of the writers of the first Avengers movie,
Yes.
wrote this movie.
Really?
Mhm.
I love when he blinks, you hear the fucking hardware. The pss, pss. I think that's a really cool thing. He has a Pez dispenser coming out of his index. I mean, for fuck's sake.
This man is dangerous.
Yeah, this man is dangerous. Who knows what he's gonna do when he figures out he's not.
This man is literally... This is RoboCop done wrong. This is RoboCop. And they're leaving him unattended. He'll be fine when he wakes up. What the fuck? Are you shitting me? No! I gotta get out of here. His best line in the movie. Now,
love
if
this
he's
movie.
so heavy... Now, if he's apparently so heavy, how did he not crush her?
He's in Brenda's office.
She bends down and monkey sound effects shoot out of his mouth. Because god damn it, this is a children's Disney movie.
It's fucking fantastic. You're right.
He's fucking hot in the trot over here, dude.
Fantastic.
Back to what we were talking about in the Spider-Man episode, how toys reveal shit that was almost a thing. In the animated series, he also wore it was hand gloves, and the trench coat looked different.
Mm-hmm.
For the McDonald's toys for this, he wears gloves, and the coat looks a lot different.
Yep. That would have been cool.
And then they ended up changing the style of the coat, and he wears no fucking gloves in this. Which I feel like if he wore gloves, it would have been easier for them to fucking fake shit. But no, they had to take 70 sculpts of his hands. You could
There's
have
a
just
hand
put a
guy
pair of
out there
gloves on him.
somewhere.
You could have just put a pair of gloves on. Go Gadget oil slick, and he releases
Fun fact.
so much toothpaste.
Fun fact about this scene.
Go on.
This scene was shot in Pittsburgh in 30-degree weather. It could have started snowing.
This Indian guy that's trying to train him, this is Babu from Seinfeld. Very bad man.
Is it?
Very bad. Yeah, I love him. He also played Bob on Bob and Margaret for the final 2 seasons when the original actor left. I love this guy. He's a great actor.
I don't know what Bob and Margaret is.
You know what Bob Margaret is from
Nope.
Comedy Central? The
Nope.
the English couple?
Nope.
Margaret, where'd you
Nope.
put the TV?
Nope.
You're fucking
He's just
stupid.
like the $6 million man.
That was
This
kind of
movie's
a,
all practical.
kind
and
of
it's
a
so
late
cool.
response. Yeah, it is, and I love it.
Looks a lot better.
Dude, aged practical
Grabs
effects.
his fucking balls and squeezes them with
I
an
know.
iron
and
grip.
and back to what I was saying, I love how this movie's kind of cartoony. His eyes go like 20 sizes bigger.
Yeah.
Ah! Dude, I love this car. It's a Lincoln Continental convertible with purple dude, the interior is so nice. Surge is fucking one of the drinks that he's able to drink. Yeah, Coke.
Nice, crisp.
Yeah, but Surge though. And there's a fucking McDonald's tab. Imagine hitting a button in your car, you get a Big Mac and a Surge. Come on, dude. Now all these scenes here that are in his thoughts, I feel like those are actual scenes.
Oh,
in
dude,
the
I've
version.
found a couple of deleted scenes that expand those.
Yeah, and also when you watch a lot of the TV spots and trailers, they show more of these.
Mm-hmm.
Like after he blows up the car here, he turns around, he's like, "That's never
that's
happened.
never
to
happened
me
before."
Innuendos.
I'm gonna fucking. I'm
I
gonna
don't know
fucking,
how he's able to punch the screen face. And it
I'm
works,
gonna
apparently.
fucking email David Kellogg and I'm gonna plead my case and I'm gonna try to get that 110 fucking minute cut of this movie.
If when they release it on Blu-ray, it should be the director's cut.
That's never gonna happen.
Or
that
they
footage
should've
probably
did that with
doesn't even
Disney.
exist anymore. Probably doesn't even exist anymore.
That extra footage.
Yeah.
No, they keep shit like.
If
stored.
Snyder still has the Snyder cut on lock, then
Don't you? Can we not talk about the Snyder
I
cut?
want it so bad, dude. I'm not one of those crazy people that fucking tweets about it every day. But dude,
yeah,
I want it so
know.
bad.
These guys are trying to steal a Viper, and somehow they're wearing the orange
Jumpsuits like
but
they
he
just
thinks
broke out
they're
of jail.
guards. He thinks they're prison guards. Kind of surprised that you haven't tried the cosplay as him yet.
I
You're-
only started cosplaying a few years ago, and I've only done superheroes.
But you're also like super committed to just doing
Spider-Man.
Spidey. But you should do fucking Gadget.
I would love to do Gadget. I've been thinking about doing Gadget.
If you do Gadget, I'll fucking be Sykes. I'll fucking be Sykes.
Will you get the bowl cut?
Mama! This is so fucking funny.
Mommy, why?
Yeah, dude. I love that shit. Also, about the animated series for this. You know, they released a action figure.
Is it posable?
That was like Amigo. That had the actual cloth outfit and shit. The French-Canadian one is the better version. It was made by Bandai. But the American one was made by Galoob, the same people that made the Game Genie. But the second issue one that Galoob made was terrible. They got rid of a lot of the arms are not able to bend now. But the French Canadian version made by Bandai is like the superior one, and I want to buy it so badly. Wowzers! Can we do a countdown of how many times he says that?
Says wowzers.
Are you coughing? Do you have the corona?
Shut the fuck up.
You work with the public.
I'm smoking.
Look at his net worth.
On a desk.
I
Claw's
do.
desk has his net worth displayed, and it's constantly going up like thousands of dollars. I really like his version of Claw. I know it's not accurate at all, but
I
the way
love
he
it.
just plays it is so over the top and funny.
Look at him. He's holding a cigar with his claw hand. Why
I
wouldn't
know.
you just use your fucking regular hand?
Because he's that
Extra.
'cause he's just that dude. What do you think is the coolest gadget that he has? Besides the chopper, because I know that's your favorite, and besides the extendo legs, because those are my favorite. What do you think is the coolest gadget that he has? Personally, I think the fact that he's able to take off his ear and have it put on the wall and walk away and just
Yeah,
have
but
the ear there.
string.
Yeah, the string's like 20 feet long. Also, his phone. The way that he holds it like the phone and the
Yeah.
fucking... Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
I've never really thought of that.
I wonder what he can do with his peeps.
I want to say the extend arms, but I feel like that's the same thing as the fucking legs.
Not really. Did you hear what I said about his peeps?
What do you mean? Oh,
His penis.
oh.
His penis.
Yes, I know.
His fucking cock in his pants.
Stop!
dude.
Stop!
His nuts and bolts over here, dude.
I've asked the same thing. I've asked the same question about Mr. Fantastic over the years.
Oh, definitely.
Oh my god, dude.
He's getting a whole bunch of gag jobs, right?
Oh, he has to save a cat from a tree. He has to
Okay,
fucking
I
teach
get
his
that they
kids.
don't take him seriously, but this man has billions of dollars of technology in him, or millions of dollars of technology in him, and you're gonna do that to him?
No, the chief is making him do that because it's that typical story, like, oh, he's gonna make us lose our jobs. He's
That's
a
what I'm
threat to
saying.
our
Like, I
jobs.
get it. I
It's
get
so
the
stupid.
idea, but it's so stupid that people wouldn't ask the chief and be like, "Are you
Hey,
seriously?"
chief, there's people being killed every day. You want to send this fucking dude over?
He's unkillable. He's just a walking machine.
Yeah, for real.
It's like you don't want to send him on like, oh, maybe disarm a bomb.
Exactly.
It's like, no, we gotta have him save a cat in a tree.
This guy can extend his cock in his pants. Do you want to send
Send him to the club, sir.
him to the club, dude?
So that's all for this episode of Blast from the Past podcast.
Oh my god. All right.
Like again, I get that it's supposed to be,
I get it.
demeaning him.
It's that typical story, just like RoboCop. Oh, what is he gonna take away our jobs? He took our jobs. It's so stupid. It's like, hey, the transitions are so cool.
But like, you're telling me that the mayor didn't come in and be like, "Yo, give this man some important jobs."
Yeah, I know.
So introducing Robo Gadget. This,
Such a good part in this movie.
holy shit.
Broderick's acting, I really like, because it's just that cartoon comical over the top. I'm gonna kick some butt.
I'm gonna kick some butt.
He has fucking, what are those small square gums called that he has for teeth? You know those square gums? Gum, like chewable gum? You know what the fuck I'm talking about? He has fucking
Dentine Ice.
He has fucking Dentine Ice for teeth.
Yes.
That's staying in. Why is a tarantula, like, what's the point? Is it just to look evil?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
God, they should have made Don Adams the fucking car.
Just shut the fuck up. He's not even in the car.
I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it.
Inspector Gadget,
Yeah.
can I have your autograph?
You got any money?
Dude, his laugh is my favorite.
Sounds like Mandar from fucking Dexter.
Yeah, look at his
I
tongue.
will find you. You're right there.
I love
dude.
this line.
But he delivers
I love it.
kind of flat though.
Yeah. It's not safe here. Skolix is a liar and a thief.
Also-
and let's just say he's not a very good guy.
He says he.
Go home. Lock your doors. Stay
It's all red.
alive.
It's all red.
Good, let it be.
Also,
I will find
he
you.
says he's a liar, and she still has to find out that he killed her father. Couldn't you just say right there, hey, he killed your dad. You got to get out this building right now. But she still has to go and investigate. Josh is mad that I'm talking shit about.
No,
this movie.
because I didn't think about that.
He's a liar. He's
I
not
like
a very
read,
bad guy.
like at this point
Because
wait,
if
he-
she didn't
he-
go into investigate, she wouldn't have found Robo Brenda. They had to make her investigate to find Robo
Yeah.
Brenda.
That's exactly what I was gonna
Robo
say.
Brenda. Can we also talk about the greatest Easter egg in movie history?
What?
Sykes is watching The Simpsons,
Yes.
and he's asleep as Homer's asleep, and when he wakes up all stunned, Homer wakes up all stunned. I love it. I love that The Simpsons. And could that be foreshadowing? Could that be foreshadowing Disney buying the Simpsons?
No.
The Simpsons predict Disney buying them? Oy. When it cuts back to him, he's profusely sweating. For a man that is made of complete hardware, and who Josh claims his skin isn't his real skin. Please stop doing this.
See, look, there's the sweat.
Shut up.
Look, he even
Shut
has
up.
he even has to use his gadget hand to wipe himself.
Y'all.
But his skin is somewhat fake, and his body's 100% metal. What's going on, Josh? How is How was he?
I don't know,
perspiring?
dude. That whole skin thing was a fucking random thought I had right then and there. I don't know if that's what it is. Who fucking knows? Maybe his skin healed. We don't know how
He was in
long
an
it took.
explosion, but all of his skin came out absolutely intact. He was in an explosion.
You motherfucker.
All right, dude.
Robo Brenda.
Rubber Brenda.
Dude, the day we were fucking talking about this while I was at work and it was like fucking wicked early in the morning, it was a blast. Just
I know.
fucking quoting the movie and quoting and quoting and quoting the movie.
No one's like disturbed by the fact that means he was having his way with Rubber Brenda.
Fucking for real! For real!
Kind of rapey.
It's kind of fucking creepy. Kind of
Very
fucking rapey. It's like, hey, man.
She dead.
She somehow survives and gets her own show at the end.
She has an aerobics show during
Robo
the
Brenda
credits.
calisthenics or something. My favorite fourth wall break in the whole movie. Somebody's been watching too many Saturday morning cartoons, and then
And they turn and
they
look at the-
the audience.
Smashes his head through the
I know.
through the fucking window. Robo Gadget at his peak right here.
Yeah,
Holy
Broderick's
shit.
acting at its peak.
Yes.
He's having a blast, dude. He's having so much fun being the fucking EVM,
Adios, boys. He fucking jumps out the window.
and he lands like a savage.
Like
Superhero landing. This guy do a superhero landing.
defies physics.
You know it's terrible on your knees.
Smashes a couple windows.
His idea
Elbow
of being a
drops
menace
one
is setting
car.
on the fucking setting off the alarms.
Scares another car.
I know.
The whole fucking city is on fire right now.
And no
What the
thing-
fuck
Should
is
we
this movie?
should we talk about the Godzilla Easter egg that's in this?
The Godzilla Easter egg.
For those who don't know, in 1998, a year prior to Inspector Gadget, Matthew Broderick was in the Godzilla movie.
Episode coming soon.
It's coming next.
Yeah.
And there's a scene in this movie where he's terrorizing the city, kind of like Godzilla. And there's a Japanese man that's running, and he's saying in Japanese, "This is why I left Tokyo."
It starts off with Robo Gadget doing a shadow puppet of like a
dinosaur
Godzilla type
character. Yeah.
thing, and then here he comes on the extendo legs,
Having a blast.
making like Godzilla noises, shooting fire. Here's the Japanese guy.
This is why
This is
I
why I
left
left
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
So does this mean that Godzilla somewhat exists within this universe? Because why did he leave
Why
Tokyo?
would he say something like that?
Yeah, is there really a Godzilla character that's been terrorizing Tokyo? Why aren't they sending Gadget to take care of that?
What the fuck is going on? It's all canon. It's all canon.
Fuck Tokyo.
Godzilla versus Inspector Gadget coming in 2025.
Fuck
You fucking
Tokyo.
heard it here
Gadget,
first,
there's
folks.
a cat in a
It's
tree
being
right
written
now.
as we speak.
Look, in the background, there's literally just nuclear war happening.
Dude. And then in 5 minutes, the city's on fire. But then in 3 minutes, when they're driving back after they save him, there's no fire and the city looks fine. Have you noticed that? When they go back to the city when the sun's coming up, there's no fire, nothing looks out of the ordinary. There's no collapsed buildings. The city looks fine.
There was 110 minutes of this movie.
But what happened? How did the city somewhat heal when they were driving back to
'Cause
town?
Godzilla came in.
Yeah,
I guess, dude. What a he's wearing Energizer batteries. This cyborg of a man is running on Energizer batteries. Fuck you. All right, dude.
It's a Disney movie. Calm down.
This man's whole body that somewhat is somehow so heavy
Joey, you're
that he
shaking.
needs a chip. I'm
You
actually
having-
not.
Are you having a bad day?
This man is running on Energizer
Also,
double
I love
A's.
how he's got his
Wait a
shirt and
minute.
Everything back.
Double A's. Not even the D batteries. How does a flashlight require D batteries, but a cybernetic cop has double A's? My remote runs on 4 double A's. He was just running on 2. You could suck my balls.
Okay, quick question.
You're getting so mad, dude.
Okay, but we're all missing the very important detail here. Where did he get
And the
his
city's
coat?
fine. Look at that. No fires.
But where did he get his coat and his chest back?
When they found him, he had no chest plate. When he got in the car, he was looking like he was ready for a job interview. He was fully
Did they
pressed.
just throw the coat and
His
chest with
shirt
him?
was even ironed. His shirt was ironed.
But where did it come from? Where did it go? Did he have a go-go gadget jacket ready to go?
Well, maybe when they went to buy him new batteries, they fucking bought him a new shirt and tie.
Like, excuse me, we need a 2-pack of
I
AA
need
batteries.
Energizers and I need a Dockers white shirt. Do you have any? I love how when he's arresting people, the words pop up on the band of his hat.
Dude, this hat has like a whole computer built into it, like the actual prop.
Do you think that runs on AAA's?
Maybe.
Maybe. Here comes my favorite gadget in the whole movie. His extension legs. When he's chasing the car, that CGI aged very well.
Do you
Also, when it has the POV, when it's under his legs, know how when it has the view of his legs, just
prosthetic.
those are actual legs.
Yeah. Do you know how they did the CGI? They had him on stilts, and
Yeah,
they had
yep.
him on like a fucking treadmill on a
Yeah.
like around a green screen.
So the
like,
CGI
in
is
the middle
really
of the green
him
screen.
fucking running.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And for 1999, it aged very well.
I think so.
Like the shot still looks great. Excuse me.
You know, it still looks great. Rupert Everett.
Oh, of course. Look at that.
Extendo legs.
Love the shot of the freaking Harley Davidson going through his legs. Those are real. This is the best shot of the movie to me. That's so dope. But it's only 2 seconds long. The fucking Gadgetmobile says you don't bump the Gadgetmobile. The Gadgetmobile bumps you and then does nothing.
Bumped him back. You bumped him back just now. You didn't see that?
No, that was the claw going back into him again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can really tell when it's clearly a stunt double as the other gadget.
Yeah, because Matthew Broderick
One's
as
black.
no, because as Josh said earlier, Matthew Broderick's like 98 pounds, and then you see a buff stunt double that's about to burst through the trench coat.
You see Kevin Nash.
I just meant when they're clearly showing both of their faces.
Oh yeah. I like how they had the fucking. It's like a spaghetti western.
Actually, I was taking lessons not long ago in the hope. Shut up and dance!
Also, I found the exact number. Apparently, when the Gadgetmobile crashes and all the fucking Skittles fall out, it was something like 15,840.
You counted them?
Yes, Josh. I sat down.
I thought you said you counted them. I was like,
I
whoa!
got the count on.
Skittles stored in this car.
No, I sat in my house with the fucking
That's
frame
why I was
paused.
like, no, you fucking didn't.
If I was able to do that, you know. But on IMDb, they like tell you all that info.
That's fucking cool.
It's a waste of Skittles.
No, why are they fighting there?
Skittles mixed with M&Ms. What the fuck kind of combination is that?
It's a sweet and
Yeah, but
that's a sweet and chocolate
M&Ms
mix.
are more easier to chew than Skittles, so it's like you're fucking your mouth up, no?
Your jaw doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, for real. You're just like you're fucking
jaw
your
doesn't
jaw's
know
all
what to do.
shit up, dude. You know what they say about nice guys finishing last? Well, they were wrong. Go-Go Gadget, oil slick.
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste. He fucking
And then,
calls time.
as I said, they're trying to make it like the show. Penny's going to really save the day. But could
Why
Penny?
are they fighting there on the bridge?
But could Penny fight a fucking?
How'd they get on top of
Robo-Gadget?
the bridge? They were like standing down a minute ago.
I think that's a scene that they cut. Like when it cut back, they were already on the bridge. As we said, the friggin'
110 fucking minutes, dude.
Why are you trying to
He's
flush it
trying
down
to
the
flush a
toilet?
foot down the toilet.
So much for skipping through scenes that don't matter.
We're staying here, dude. You should see the gap of nothing. That's right. See the gap.
You see the scene right here with them in the shopping carts?
This was a longer scene.
There was a
correct?
deleted scene where Robo Gadget is like, "Hey Gadget, how about a cocktail?" And he's like, "No thanks."
Oh, yeah,
And then
and
he fucking hands him the cocktail, puts a cigar in his mouth,
I
puts
don't
goggles
smoke.
on, and then he's just like, "Oh, the Ghoul guys have all the fun."
Yeah.
Then they fucking
that
cut
was
that out of the movie.
that was in a lot of the
100.
TV spots though.
In 10.
They like always keep things like that.
Hold
in
on,
there.
how did this dog
100
open the man's underpants
and
through his pants?
10
Josh,
minutes.
we should get the Kellogg cut.
I need hashtag release the
Let's
Kellogg
buy a
cut.
fucking billboard and put it at the next sporting event.
And then just on top of the letters, just have Inspector Gadget like one
Yeah,
letter to
exactly.
the other. So everybody's just like, "Oh, Inspector Gadget," and then Kellogg's gonna be like, "Do you want this? I don't even fucking
This
want
bridge
this. What's your
went from-
address?"
Yeah, I know. This
We'll pay you to take it.
this bridge went from being completely empty to like a minute and a half later. There's like 80 people up there.
I hope we could have worked together.
Could have worked
Been
together.
partners. Together, you and I could have ruled the world.
Should have quit while you were
Why
ahead.
pull the head?
Look how fake the fucking head looks. And,
And
here's
my
Josh's favorite
number
part.
one
Blowing out the mic.
favorite gadget in the movie. Maybe one of my favorite movie scenes. Period. This shit hypes me up. Look how
Fuck yeah.
cool that looks.
I know.
The helicopter comes out of his hat.
It fucking looks very
grabs
good.
onto the hand. Oh, That's one thing I want to be real. I want it.
I think I would prefer the fucking legs.
Oh, the legs would be sick.
And here's coming Josh and I's favorite line on the whole fucking
Favorite
movie.
line. It is quite the doozy. God, dude, I just can't get over the helicopter hat.
I know.
I can see my house from here.
Oh, and then there's a fucking mirror. It's a parallel. He's in a chopper. He has a chopper hat. I see what's going on here.
I liked you better when you were fat. Bring on the brownies! Ha! Wheeling the waffles! I'm ready to binge!
That's our favorite
Great
line of the whole
fucking
movie.
line, dude.
It's
so
dude,
cheesy.
That right there defines his take on this whole villain. He's insane.
Yeah,
He's just fucking
he's just
insane.
a nutball. He has the fucking taking a pen apart while he's hanging from a helicopter. Disney.
Dude,
Try to visualize your goal.
why is he wearing 2 watches?
What? What?
He's wearing 2 watches.
What? Why? Why is he wearing 2 watches? Do you need to tell time zones? It's gotta be.
Could it be in case he loses one hand or one arm in an accident? Why not just have a fucking clock built? Why not be like on a?
Why not just have one arm full of watches?
Why
Why
not-
not just be a clock?
Why not be on?
Why not?
Why not pull a fucking Futurama when they inserted the iPhone into their eye?
Bro.
Put a Nokia 3310 into his
Stop!
eyeball. Then he'll be indestructible. He won't need no Energizer batteries.
This is enough.
Put a Nokia 3310 in his fucking skull. His shit will last. He don't need no fucking Energizers.
And Skolex is caught.
And then at last minute, they try to incorporate the thing from the series. Oh, Penny got the foot, but she's gonna give the credit to her uncle. It's too late, guys. You already fucked up, Ovi.
Hey, guy, your uncle's kind of a fucking dick.
He's kind of
gotta
an idiot.
arrest him.
Cover him. 80 cops point their guns at him.
What is he gonna do?
Cover him. He's in a
literally
cage.
in a yeah.
Fine.
he's literally
he's
in a
already
cage.
caught. You guys are useless, dude.
Arrivederci, Gadget. This is not
Arrivederci.
goodbye.
And then they somewhat give him the line, next time. If it wasn't for that meddling kid and your
one
dumb dog.
Final wowzer.
Wowzers.
They're
Did it
kissing
say-
on his front porch?
I'm surprised that they didn't have it say Wowzer on his hat. That would have been kind of like a funny thing. And then the
A
car,
happy ending.
and then
What could be
D.L.
better
Hewley
than
tries
true
to fuck a beetle.
I speak German, baby. Pfeffignugan.
So stupid. And that's Inspector Gadget.
And that was Inspector Gadget. Oh, Robo Brenda!
Oh, there's fucking-
Robo Brenda aerobics.
What do you think, buddy? Has this movie aged well?
Absolutely.
I still love
since
this movie.
Disney Plus.
How do you feel
has
this was
launched
the
in
first movie
November.
that you ever saw in a theater?
Blows my mind. That was literally
you figured
a
that out
revelation on
while
this
we were
pod.
recording.
Yep.
That
Yep.
moment's forever kept alive.
Yep.
Preserved.
I watch this movie all the time.
I still think that the CGI looks fantastic. Still.
I think this movie holds up, and I think, like, if you haven't seen it since you were a kid, rewatch it. Disney Plus is $6.99 a month. Don't act like you don't already have it.
Yeah, no, everybody does.
Everybody fucking has it. So it's like it's an hour and 20-minute movie at the most.
Release the Kellogg cut. Hashtag
Release
the Kellogg cut.
Yes, everybody needs to watch this movie.
I was obsessed with it as when I was a kid. As I said, I have the full set from McDonald's, but I haven't. It's been well over 10 years that I haven't seen this movie. Not by choice. I just never had it to my access.
Oh, dude, since Disney Plus's launch in November, this was my 7th time watching it.
Oh my god. I've watched it twice since
Yeah?
it came out. I watched it twice. Well, no, I watched it fully the other night as prep, and then I began to watch it earlier just to have it on,
Yeah.
just to refresh.
God, dude, Inspector Gadget's so fucking good. Like, it really is. It's a often forgotten gem from our childhoods, and
Dude, and they were hyping it up, like to do as bad as it did, like critically, and even though it did make more than its budget, it wasn't nearly what they predicted.
yeah,
But like I watched all the like the TV spots and the things they did on Disney Channel. They were hyping it up to be
was
this
gonna be this
smash
big
fucking
thing.
hit, and it wasn't.
which is
And it's a damn
disappointing.
shame. Because again, you had all the older fans coming to see it, and it's like, oh, this isn't fucking like it. I think that's why people in our age appreciate it so much, because we weren't exposed to the OG series. We learned it later.
Like, I love the OG series for what it is, because I've seen my fair share of episodes, but this movie has made more of an impact on me than the show ever will.
And it's actually kind of funny because, as I said, we were exposed to this version first, and we hated part 2 when in reality part 2 is more like the cartoon. So I wonder if I go back to watch the cartoon if I won't like it.
I still like part 2. I like part 1 way more. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But for what it is,
Do you think it's because of the movie, or do you just like the actors and stuff that's in it, or is it both?
I think it's both.
All right.
Both.
Rupert Everett as Claw. Again, nothing close to the OG series, but his take on it is just unique and it's hilarious.
It's great.
And fucking Broderick.
Matthew Broderick is
Ferris Bueller.
so good.
All right.
Do you want to wrap this up?
I think so. I think that's all we can say. Do you have anything else you want to add last minute?
Nothing else
Again.
but Go Gadget outro.
I like that.
Yeah. I feel like it's fitting. I felt like that would.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the latest edition of Blast from the Past. You can find us on Instagram at Blast Podcast. Look for us on Spotify. We're going to try and get that going very soon. No longer on SoundCloud, unless we absolutely have to, because of Spotify.
We've said it all, so there's nothing else to say except for I hope that we unlock that memory. Peace out.
Thank you again. Stay classic. We will catch you next time.